This is why we created the Midas Touch Network, for videos just like this. Donald Trump has been caught on tape. We have the receipts, we have the photographs, we have the video. I rarely ask for favors on the Midas Touch Network, but I'm going to do so now. Please share this video with as many people as you know. We need to get the word out, especially as Donald Trump's invasion of Chicago by the Department of War, as Donald Trump has unlawfully named the Department of Defense. That invasion is imminent. Donald Trump is making social media posts and memes called Chikopocalypse, like Apocalypse Now, and he's saying that we're going to do to Chicago what we did to Vietnam. So this is urgent. I need to get the word out. I need you to help me get the word out. So here is a video of Almito, Texas. This is where construction workers were building new homes. One of the areas that ICE is frequently attacking is migrant construction workers who are trying to build new homes across the United States. This just happens to be in a red state in Almito, Texas. Watch what happens as ICE raids this neighborhood where migrants were building new homes. Play this clip.
¿Quiere que le ayude a avisar a su familia o a alguien? ¿Por qué no? Tiene derecho a una llamada. ¿Cómo se llama? ¿Juan qué? ¿De dónde es?
Now, here's the aftermath right here. ICE took everybody, took all of the workers, and then construction just completely shut down. Here, play this clip. Now, also, it should be noted that ICE agents raided a Hyundai factory and took the workers there as well, as Hyundai was trying to invest in the United States, but ICE prevented the workers from working there. People of South Korea are absolutely livid. Now, here's another site right here in La Feria, Texas. Take a look here, another construction site raided by ICE. We have it on tape. Let's play this clip. This is seen in the Columbia Heights area in Washington, D.C., near a movie theater, near gyms. This is just a nice kind of quiet area in Washington, D.C. 17 ICE agents were sent to arrest one individual, and you'll see how livid the people were of Washington, D.C. Here, play this clip.
Do you guys think this is a good use of our tax dollars? Are you kidding me? Bye. Go stand around somewhere else. Jesus Christ.
This next video I'm going to show you is about ICE detaining an Arizona woman with a green card and denying her life-saving cancer treatment. She's coughing up blood, too weak to stand, experiencing numbing, and has lost 55 pounds. She will die without medical treatment, has been locked up 6 months without access to a leukemia specialist. Her name is Arabella Rodriguez Marquez, a lesbian woman, which has made her a target under the new Trump regime policies. LGBTQ plus people are harassed and segregated daily by guards and officers. She's being treated even worse than other migrants, if you can imagine that. She's been behind bars since February at a detention center in Arizona. Here's the latest update. Play this clip.
She says she met with a woman named Yadi who has leukemia and has been here since February.
She was diagnosed in 2013. She has numbing. She's unable to walk. She has bruises all over her body. She was sobbing, telling me her story.
Ansari is demanding Yadi be able to see an oncologist.
She's coughing up blood, she's vomiting. She says that she is dying, and she's been told over and over again that she would be able to see a specialist, and that has yet to happen.
Arizona's family reported on Yadi's situation in July. An ICE spokesperson told us then Yadi was arrested for attempting to smuggle an illegal alien passenger with fraudulent identification in her vehicle at the border in Nogales. ICE officials say she never told Border Patrol about her cancer diagnosis, and she has seen a medical professional more than a dozen times since she was sent to Eloy.
The accusations against her are egregious, but beyond that, her only ask right now is to see a specialist so she doesn't have to be in debilitating pain each and every day.
Ansari plans to go back to Eloy again to talk with more immigrants and continue to push for reform. We reached out to ICE for a comment today and we have not heard back, but we've previously been told they deny allegations of poor conditions. Live in studio, Michaela Marshall for Arizona's Family.
By the way, take a look at this petition right here to demand the immediate release of Arabella Yari Rodriguez. Take a look, and if you are able to sign it, please do so. This next video, a U.S. Navy veteran now 100% regrets his vote for Trump after ICE detained his wife. Trump advertised that he was going to get criminal illegal immigrants and deporting them, which I agree with. She's lived in the U.S. as a lawful permanent resident, 37 years, renewing her green card on schedule. They're not telling the truth about what's actually happening to a lot of legal immigrants. Her husband, James Brown, told Newsweek. Donna Hughes Brown wrote a bad check for $25 in 2015. She paid it back, the $25, and got probation. She's now separated from her 4 kids and 5 grandkids, locked up at an ICE detention center in Kentucky. Let's play this clip.
My wife is not a criminal.
Donna, an Irish citizen, came to the U.S. when she was just 11 years old, a legal resident alien or green card carrier, but not a U.S. citizen.
It takes about 10, 15 years, and it's very expensive.
All was well, Jim says, until July in Ireland for a family funeral. On the way back at customs in Chicago, Donna was arrested.
You don't arrest 58-year-old grandmothers. It's just wrong. That haven't committed crimes. You just don't do that.
More than 30 days now spent behind bars at a county jail in Kentucky. The U.S. government attempting to deport her.
Do you think she could, in fact, get deported?
Oh, 100%. It's egregious that we have allowed a government to allow this to happen.
So why is it being allowed? Turns out 10 years ago, Donna wrote a bad check, charging documents say for $25.
She was a single mom.
She paid it back and got probation. But Jim says the U.S. government is all of a sudden arguing that was a crime of moral turpitude. The U.S. government says that's a term used in the immigration context that has no statutory definition, but courts have held that moral turpitude refers generally to conduct that shocks the public conscience as being inherently base, vile, or depraved, contrary to the rules of morality.
I mean, do you think it's a crime of moral turpitude?
I think it's nonsense. I think it's a blanket thing to catch everybody to fill beds.
A direct result, he says, of the Trump administration's aggressive immigration policies.
They signed this stupid bill that is torturing innocent people, and that's the problem. She was unlawfully detained by ICE.
Now he spends countless hours on the phone trying to reach his wife, protest what he calls deplorable conditions in jail, and get her released.
She's been in this country 47 years, is married with 5 kids and 5 grandkids, and you're telling me she's a flight risk.
Contacts, he says, to his representatives have gone nowhere. Governor Mike Kehoe's office in a letter said it was a federal issue only.
I want somebody to have the guts and the fortitude to stand up and say, you know what, this is wrong.
You fought for these freedoms that are being taken away from her.
Yep. Yeah, 20 years service. And it's crazy that this is happening. It's just crazy that this is even allowed in this country. That's the problem. It shouldn't be even thought that this should be okay.
Now, in this next video, ICE raids Chicago apartments with guns drawn. They break down doors while families were sleeping. Video shows a woman in pajamas face down, a man handcuffed in a chair, and kids crying. The landlord said they called her terrified. Men were trying to break in. They had legal documents to live in the U.S. when she signed their lease. There is nobody here anymore, the landlord said. The building is almost entirely empty after the rest of the tenants fled in fear. 6 people, mostly fathers and husbands, were detained at the ICE facility in Broadview, Illinois. And this is what they're going to be doing more frequently as ICE tries to provoke the community to then bring the Marines in for what they're calling Chipocalypse, where there is a military invasion of Chicago. Here, play this clip.
Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere.
Federal agents seen walking with their guns drawn is what families woke up to August 24th in this Austin apartment. A woman in her pajamas seen patted down on the deck, another man handcuffed in the corner. An emotional and frightening experience for this family.
My tenant called me very scared. He said the police are trying to break into our house.
Arminda Castellan is the property owner.
So when I came on Monday, I just see this door, they break this door.
She says 6 people, mostly fathers and husbands, were detained from here.
People were sleeping and they took guns.
Castellan says now some of her doors are broken.
There is nobody here anymore.
And her building is almost empty after the rest of the tenants fled in fear. Castellan says a mom and baby are still in this apartment trying to figure out next steps after the father was taken.
What you should be looking for is that they give you a judicial warrant.
Guadalupe Rivera is a community activist running for state representative. She says if agents knock on anyone's door, they need to ask for a warrant that looks like this. It must be signed by a judge, have the correct name and recent date. It should not look like this ICE document or have an ICE agent's signature.
Do not open the door. You want to ask them to slide it through, like underneath the door.
They say police, but they don't even know what kind of people it is because they're just terrorized right now.
Castellan says her residents thought the agents were police because that's what their vest said. She says she also looked at her tenants' IDs and documents before they signed leases to ensure they were legal citizens.
It's just so sad, you know, they be calling me and I'm just trying to help them.
Rivera says if someone is detained by ICE, they have the right to remain silent, deny entry, and to call a lawyer. We also reached out to our legal analyst to see if ICE agents can wear police vests. He says there's no law or regulation against it. Live in Broadview, Marissa Sulik, CBS News, Chicago.
Now, in this next video, I'm going to show you ICE detains families dropping off kids to high school on the first day of classes. Masked agents were hiding in unmarked cars before jumping out to arrest their parents, according to the students. We saw in the morning while coming to the bus like discreet cars on the sidewalk and stuff like that. I just come here to learn, but hearing that there's ICE around here makes it really scary. Now the question is, how many students will be too afraid to even come to classes anymore at Brentwood High School on Long Island, New York, as a result of their parents being targeted by ICE attacks and their parents being placed in concentration camps? Play this clip.
Masked ICE agents were seen near Brentwood High School yesterday on the first day of classes. While the district insists the agents were not on school property, they were close enough to raise concerns. Here's Eyewitness News reporter Stacey Sager.
No student should feel targeted as they head to school in the morning, but according to advocates for immigrants here in Brentwood, some have been by ICE. Photos snapped of an unmarked dark vehicle Wednesday with blue lights. 2 officers, one wearing a face covering, standing by another vehicle, which was stopped here along 3rd Avenue, property adjacent to the Brentwood School District. A group called I Slip Forward then posting the photos on Facebook to alert the community on their first day of school.
Quite disgusting. We see that ICE has ramped up deportations and has ramped up specifically its profiling in deportations. Why are they not in other more white communities?
All summer long, there have been reports from ICE trackers in communities of color, from Huntington Station to Uniondale to Brentwood, including businesses in these communities, which soon turned painfully quiet due to fear. Today, these students here at Brentwood High School just starting their senior year, hoping it doesn't cast a shadow.
Just come here to learn, but hearing that there's ICE around here, it's really scary.
We asked the Brentwood School District about this today, and a spokesperson gave us a statement from the superintendent from last February, explaining that administrators will be notified if ICE enters school property, and staff advised not to give out students' personal information. Meanwhile, on this day, concerned discussion among friends.
That they saw it in the morning while coming to the buses, like discreet cars in the sidewalks and stuff like that.
People in masks?
Mm-hmm.
You know, we think we're coming into a place that we're going to be safe at, and just to hear that we're kind of not, I feel like it's kind of messed up.
The real question is, what sort of effect might this have on attendance here at schools in Brentwood? Will kids be too afraid to come, or their parents too afraid to send them if this continues? We'll have to wait and see as the school year is just getting underway. In Brentwood, I'm Stacy Sager, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Now, I want to share this with you as well because people are resisting and rising up. ICE protesters march up to troops at the Naval Military Station to be used as the ICE location for the invasion of Chicago by ICE and the United States military. This is in the Great Lakes of Chicago, Illinois. Play this clip. Now, here's a scene from Washington, D.C., as reported on CNN. The D.C. residents are absolutely livid about the occupation by invading military forces, the United States military, as Donald Trump boasts that the Department of War is invading American cities. Here, play this clip.
Are marching to protest the Trump administration sending thousands of National Guard troops into that city. It has been nearly a month since President Trump deployed troops as part of his anti-crime agenda in D.C. It also led to a surge of federal officers from other agencies and an attempted takeover of the city's police department. Thursday, city officials filed a lawsuit over the deployment, accusing the president of violating the Constitution.
And again, it pains me to say this and to talk about the invasion of America by American troops, that Donald Trump, so weak, while Vladimir Putin, Kim Jong-un, and Xi Jinping are meeting in China laughing at the weakness of the United States, Donald Trump's posting memes bragging about invading America's largest and most prosperous cities. Chicago being one of them, Los Angeles being another, Washington, D.C., you name it. A fascist, authoritarian, despicable regime here in the United States. Please share this video. We need to get the word out. It's